Hello, beautiful people. Jackie Wilson here. Today I am wearing my Fearless shirt. Check that out, Fearless. Yeah, because this week people are writing their books. Yes, I am hosting Write Your Book in a Day over the next 3 days. I have 3 dates, 6 times that anybody can come and join us and leave with a draft of their book. Now, a lot of people haven't written their book, and Author Learning Center says there are 10 reasons why people have not written their book. And I just want to give you my take on what they are talking about. So, reason number 10, self-doubt. And when I think about self-doubt, there has been a time when we've all been hesitant about doing something, but we won't know what the actual experience is until we actually jump into it. So knock that self-doubt out of the way and let's get ready to write your book. Number 9, discouragement from other people. Now, let me say this. There are always going to be some haters in your lives when you are trying to fulfill your purpose. What I have learned to do is make sure I surround myself with people who are supportive of my dream and who will be there for me as I walk through the process. So that's one way to eliminate the discouragement from other people. Number 8, lack of discipline. Okay, now this is just something you are going to have to do, but I promise you, if you set aside even just 10 minutes a day to write part of your book, that is the beginning of disciplining yourself to getting it done. Okay, I think we think of self-discipline as something that is really big, but really self-discipline starts with the small habits. You didn't get that way overnight, and certainly you're not going to get the other way overnight. It's the small habits that we do every day that determines whether or not we are disciplined. So if you are having trouble with that, sitting down, just give yourself a certain time of the day every day or every weekend, and that is the time you should write. Number 7, what do I do after it's written? It's time to go to publication. So there are multiple steps in between. You got to make sure you have your cover, all the information on the back, all your inside information for your jacket, as well as knowing which route you want to go. So if you want to go the traditional publishing route, learn more about that. You can also do self-publishing. And there are plenty of writing groups that can help you walk through that process. So that should not be an excuse for why you are not writing your book. Number 6, lack of time. I think this goes back to self-discipline. You just have to carve out that time. Maybe your best time is on your way to work and you're driving and you're by yourself and you're concentrating, especially if you have kids and a lot of responsibilities that may be your only alone time. Then have a tape recorder of some sort. Record yourself talking out the book. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes here. Carve out the time and discipline yourself to get it done. So yeah, self-discipline and time really go hand in hand. So you got to work on that. Find that space where you can be by yourself and really spend time talking out your book or writing out your book or however, whatever method you want to use. I like to write mine out, and so I usually like to get up early in the morning before anybody else wakes up. And then I spend time then meditating on what it is that I want to do for the day. Number 5, lack of knowledge of the process. Again, there are so many writing groups out there that can actually walk you through the process. You don't have to lack the knowledge. It's just a matter of you jumping in there and finding out what it is that you have to do. One of the things that I'm doing is anybody who is taking my class will be placed in a special community through Facebook. There, we can provide you with more tips about the process. But the only way that you can be a part of it is if you are part of our class. So make sure you sign up for one of our classes. Number 4, cost. Okay. So it is so easy to get started. The first thing is just writing out, typing out, speaking out your book. Then the step after that is how are you going to publish and making sure you have all the elements. You can do all of that part for free. And then there are tools that are available to you that are free, like Canva and several other artistic platforms that you can utilize to build your cover. Also, you got groups like Fiverr where people are helping people with the process of writing their book and putting it together. So there is no excuse about cost. If you need to, save up a little money on the side, save up something every week. If you join our Facebook group, and you can only do that if you take the class, we can share tips with you about how you can do all of this for a low cost. Number three, fear of success. This is something I have struggled with because as you grow, there may be people around you that are not growing with you, and that's okay. They're just on a different part of their journey, but you keep going. And as you go, you become the influence that they need to go higher in their journey. Number two, fear of failure. Well, as far as this, I say, how do you know you will fail if you don't even try it? There have been so many times in our lives where we've tried something new, a new food, maybe gotten a new type of car, trying on a different type of outfit, whatever it may be. You didn't know whether or not it worked for you until you actually tried it. So how can you know that you're not going to do good unless you actually try? We have to test ourselves. We have to build those muscles. Whenever something doesn't go quite like how I want it to go, instead of being just completely upset about it, I do my best to learn from it and build from it. And as I learn and I build, I become better at it. We cannot allow fear of failure to hold us back when we haven't even tried. At least try it. Just like you try to get your kids to try a new food or you try a new task at work, try and then see. And don't look at it as a failure, but look at it as an opportunity or a stepping block to move forward. Number one, writer's block. What I say about writer's block is this, is and when you have a purpose, you will push through and write that book. You may have to utilize techniques such as just meditation, getting along by yourself, creating that writing space so that you can think. Some people go out and explore nature or just get in those places where they feel their best so that the writing will flow. But I have found that as long as I am focusing on my purpose and writing that book, and that purpose is much higher than just trying to make some money or getting clout, I am able to get through those books. And I will say the same for you. What is your purpose in writing the book? That's really the first step in starting to write a book. What is your purpose? And push through, and you won't allow anything to block you because you know that you're trying to help people in a specific way. So that was the 10 reasons Author Learning Center say people are not writing their books. But this week, I want you to write your book. I want to help you write your book. So I have 3 dates, 6 time slots. Join my class this week. It is only $27, and you will walk away with a first draft of your book. If you can't make it to the class at the time, go ahead and pay for your ticket. You will still get access to the recording. Also, you will receive a workbook to help you walk through the process, and you will get to join the private Facebook group. And then there you will continue to receive the tips that you need for your path of success. I look forward to seeing each of you in this week's classes. I'm excited to see how you're going to change people's lives. Until next time, beautiful people. Bye-bye.